What's up guys, my name is OhDough, and today we are doing the Farslayers Apprentice quest, which wants us to kill 2 Frostpack Pangars, 2 Scorchstone Hellions, and then 2 Razorwing Kharabaks. This quest I'm pretty sure has a decently high increase from what we're used to, and if you haven't been farming gear, which I have not really been farming that much gear, then you might not be the most prepared to handle it. But if you play it smart and use the weapons that are strong against the element you're facing, it can be much easier. In my case, I have a fire weapon against a frost behemoth, giving myself a pretty good power boost, and it's going to make this fight much easier than it normally would be. And honestly, if I had better cells, it would be better off, like, anyway, it'd be so much easier. So we'll see how it goes down with what I currently have. But I believe doing this quest, after it, we'll have the option to do some heroic patrols once we get the better gear. Well, that'd be kind of nice. But the Pango has been spotted. I repeat, Pango has been spotted. And this behemoth will normally do a roll attack, but you can do a couple different attacks. So this is a roll. On Chain Blades, you just dash and primary attack. Easy clappers. It's down. And it's just like Hellion in like the sense that you want to break the legs. Like break the legs like it owes you money, man. That's what Mafia taught me. I got lucky there. I want to see how much it hits me for, but I also don't want to see. So, getting the legs weak. It hits for a lot. That is how much it hits for. It hits for a lot. This just in. So this fight, I definitely suggest using Chain Blades. It'll make your life easier. Definitely a good option. And it's just like the Pangar. It's just like killing a Hellion. You want to break the legs. So do the same thing you do on a Hellion, which is on a frozen Hellion, a frosty Hellion. They can also interrupt, which makes the fight easier. If you know how to interrupt, that will make the fight much easier for yourselves. If you don't know how to interrupt, well, it will make it harder. But hey, you should definitely learn. You should have learned by now, or at least be practicing how to interrupt. And weapons that are good on this fight are gonna be Chain Blades for sure. Hammer's pretty good. Warpike is pretty decent. Like most weapons will do pretty well. But I definitely suggest Chain Blades and then Strikers. For early game, for sure. Those are really solid picks. Nice. And that was pretty straightforward, pretty clean. Didn't have to use too many potions. I think I popped 1 potion just for safety measures. But overall, pretty fast fight. And this is with having not the best gear, not the best upgrades right now. So overall, pretty clean. And we got a freaking ton of Frostback scales. I want this RNG when I'm facing Hellion. Like, just give me all the freaking Scorch scales in the world. I'll be happy. You know, you owe me. You owe me, Dauntless. Please, come through. And at the moment, we've been at the point where you're gonna have to start farming behemoths more than one time. Like, even this quest. I hunted Frostpack Pangar 1 time. What? This... Hello? Wait, I'm confused. Hunt 2 Frostpack Pangars. Oh! Wait, I know what happened. I did Escalation. That's what happened. You can get lucky. In Escalation, you can get... I don't think you can get Scorchstone Hellion in 1 through 13, but you can apparently get Frostpack Pangar and Razorwing Kharabak. You can probably get Hellion as well. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it in 1 through 13, but that's what happened. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense now. But I'm gonna go ahead and hunt. I want to see what its power rating is. So honestly, we're not doing bad against Hellion because we have a couple of fire pieces that help us out a bit. And if we equip a frost weapon, we'll be in an even better spot. Boom. Put on some Iceborne because we love Iceborne, and then see what happens now. So it's not in a bad spot. You'd prefer to be matching at least, but hey, not in a bad spot at all. And real quick, I'll go ahead and face it Oh wait, I lied. I need to change my gear. I need to get some fireproof or some molten on my gear, because Hellion's a behemoth that it really likes fire. It likes to play in puddles of fire or lava that are annoying for me to deal with. In a perfect world, I would be able to upgrade this frost weapon right here, but I need psionic scales from borees, which are a rare drop from slaying it. I ain't got time for that right now, but I will probably farm that to just make it to where I can get my frost weapon higher to do more damage against fire behemoths, because I'll be farming Hellion a ton. But, you know, can't do that right now. Where's my quest turn in? I'm so confused. Oh. I'll queue for Hellion though. I was so lost there, man. And I think for this fight, I got lucky, and I got a Hellion +3 from some cores, so that was pretty cool. Oh, this was also done from... Huh. A lot of weird stuff happening. But I want to make sure I can get like the right build going, because I'm gonna need fire. I'm gonna need some molten. I'm gonna need some molten in my life. So I think the play right now for me is to swap out this. So I have +3 molten in my chest piece. So I have 2 molten from each piece of my Hellion gear, giving me +5 molten. This means that I'm pretty sure we'll have full uptime on molten as long as I keep picking up all the hearts when they drop. And I still also get Rage Hunter, because now I'm to the point where I have a lot of good cells and I'm getting stronger variants of cells and higher points per cell, and I can have better builds because I have better perk economy. So this build's pretty solid. It's a pretty decent build for the fact that I don't have any of my Hellion gear past +5. Pretty solid build. I'm happy with it. And I'm sad because I forgot I did not make any Frenzy Tonics. That's kind of unlucky. It's good to have them for more damage on this kind of fight, because we are kind of at a disadvantage. It's not a big deal, but we're still at a disadvantage. But it's okay. So this is Scorchstone Hellion. This is the big brother to baby, like the Hellions that we've been fighting so far in this playthrough. And the main difference, there's a couple differences, but the main difference is lava. And when I say that, I mean like the abundance of lava. This Hellion likes to just mess with fire on a daily basis. Like, all you're gonna see are these volcanoes that spawn. They're kind of annoying, and they're gonna be leaving a bunch of lava everywhere. And that's why it's really good to have either fireproof at +5 or +6, or molten at +5 or +6, because those are the best ways to deal with fire by preventing it. That's the best way to do. That's the best way to deal with something like that, is to prevent it. So in this build we have +5 molten, which is great. Also have a frost weapon, also great. So it should be pretty good and pretty smooth overall. And the other difference is its tail swipe. It has a double tail swipe where it'll go from one side and then to the other. And you'll see what it looks like when it happens, because the baby Hellion does the same thing kind of, but it only does it once. Ooh, I'm bad. And there's my molten candies. So I'm pretty sure at +5 I will have full uptime on these molten candies. It's gonna be like a really tight window though. And just like always, break the legs, man. It also does it does multiple tail slams like that too. Almost at her special to go Super Saiyan. Yeah, we have at +5 you have just enough to maintain full duration, which is great. And that's a double tail swap right there. I need to get to this slug. And got its molten piece of candy. So that was actually from its tail. It wasn't even from me, it was from its body. When it's slowed in the air like that, it freaks me out every single time. I don't like the slow. Like, it's a necessary evil right now. I have to have a frost weapon, but I don't like having behemoths being slowed. think you dodge that one time. If you dodge the double tail swipe once, you don't have to dodge it twice. So you can just dodge one of the tail swipes and ignore the other. It's not like that for every behemoth, but for Hellion, I believe, is how it goes. I have not done much damage. I think I would suggest going to face Dreadfrost Boreas with Hellion Chainblades and then making the sword better. That's what I would do. Or make your frost weapon that you have chosen better. I think that's the best course of action there. Don't kill me, please. I have a family. Nice. I lied. Alright. Quick place. The problem, too, is we don't really have much stamina. Like, we have stamina tonics, but even then, it ain't helping too much. Like, it's doing some work, but it's like a part-time job kind of work right now. Like, it shows up sometimes, not always on time. I need like the dedicated, always there, on time, doing more than you should. So I need someone that's better than me. I need stamina regeneration that's better than I am at my jobs. I don't have it. This tail is oppressive. It's like blocking me from jumping in the air. Don't hurt me. I said the game don't matter. It doesn't matter what I say. It still tries to hurt me. This beam is only at half health. I think the play was definitely to farm Boreas real quick, because Boreas is not a bad fight. And honestly, I think that I would suggest doing more escalation. I would do escalation until you get the shock orb. So get 8 talent points in escalation and then work on Farslayers Apprentice. I think that's the best thing right there. Because getting this behemoth in escalation, you probably can't get this guy in escalation, but getting like Dreadfrost Boreas in escalation makes the fight easier. So it's a nice way to farm behemoths. I'm chopping this tail off, or not. That's cool too. I'm like sort of filling out this. I'm filling this out as I go, but I definitely think that escalation is the way to go. After all, I've been second guessing myself a lot, but I think after all, it's pretty solid. Can I break this leg? No. Man, why does it gotta run away and make my hunt even longer? I'm mad. The funny thing is, behemoths used to run away more than just one time. They had the chance to run away a couple of times, and that was not the play ever. That made the game take forever at that point, because you didn't have the damage to kill them. You didn't have the damage to finish off the kill before they ran away. And now it's just, now they run away one time sometimes. Like, you can finish off the kills if you get lucky or if you play it right. Wait, where's the beam with that? Hello? I'm stuck. Help. Where'd it go? I looked everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I looked everywhere. Right? I think I did. There's no way it's back where... Wait. Okay. I looked there. I promise. I did, right? Whatever. This right leg is weak. I'm mad. So those are volcanoes I was talking about. Those things just constantly spit out fire. Dropping new tracks every week, man. Ooh. Nice. Boom. Is it this leg? I think it is. Please cease living now. I want to go back home. And Hellion, I'm pretty sure that it's you can get the leg breaks, the tail break, and the head break easily, but getting these arm breaks is another level of torture for yourself. So I normally don't try and focus on that hard because it's too much. If you're on repeaters, it ain't that bad, but it's still bad. So even then. It has to almost be dead, right? There's no way. Okay, thank you. That was a long hunt, bro. Yeah, I think it's definitely the play to do escalation and farm that because that was 8 minutes of my life. But hey, we got 4 scorch scales. Pretty good. I ain't complaining anymore. I'm happy. Thank you, Dauntless, for bestowing upon me your scorch scales. Oh, holiness. And with those scorch scales, if I can, I want to upgrade my chain braids. Because then I can have more damage against boreas, and I can kill boreas faster, and then I can kill boreas a lot and make my current frost sword even stronger to kill Hellion faster. See what I did there? Boom. Solving all kinds of problems. Okay, game. Okay, game. Okay. That's not okay. This is not what I wanted. This makes me sad. Makes me very sad. Whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go kill Kharabak. Yeah, we're gonna kill Kharabak and see how that goes. Man, come. This game is ridiculous. And the cool thing is, we already killed Kharabak one time in Escalation, which I didn't even know. So, yeah. This playthrough is going really smooth, kind of. Luckily. Like, a lot of things are lining up, and it's not even intentional, but they're lining up in a way that it makes me look kind of good. It's like, oh, dude, Doe's so smart. And I'm just like, yeah, I did. Intentional. Hashtag planned. And Kharabak is a Terra Behemoth, so we can still use our Drash Strikers on it if we want. I think we're going to. I think that it's a pretty solid pick still. Now, the sad thing is, do I have any good perks for this? I can use more Predator. Plus your Pred, it's never a bad thing. Unless you get hit a lot, in which case it's a really bad thing. But if you can manage not to get hit every 15 seconds, then Predator's pretty good. It's pretty good, it's pretty good. And my Slayer is looking fashionable as ever. Fantastic. My fashion sense is off the charts right now. Look at that. Look at this, bro. Look at the colors, the shading, the lines, the line work. Man. He nuts with it. And Kharabak is pretty weak overall. So this should be a much faster fight. Like the last fight was like what, 8 minutes? This should be probably close to 3 or 4. I'm hoping. If it's not, then I'm gonna be sad. But it should be pretty fast. And this build, it'll still work pretty well because I don't need conditioning on strikers. But conditioning is nice on the sword, which we couldn't really bring last time because we were fighting Hellion, and you want to have fire resistance. Fire resistance. I think, yeah. We're gonna face Kharabak. Should be pretty quick. I want to make sure that I can teach you guys how to handle this little wasp. Which, if you guys don't know, this behemoth is my least favorite behemoth in the entire game. It's not even close. Actually, there are some of the behemoths that have some mechanics that I don't like at all. But this behemoth is like the bane to my existence. It's the bane to my Batman, you know. I do not like it. Oh, don't do that to me. It almost gave me the bees. And that's an easy face break. Oh, so its head is like one shot. I'm gonna try not to hit that. Never mind. I guess this game is rigged. So okay. So its head was almost gonna break, and I got the stagger. If you break the head and you stagger at the same time, it cancels the stagger, which staggers last longer than part breaks. Like yeah. Head breaks last longer than staggers on most behemoths, especially on Kharabak. And in any case, you want to not like line them up. You want to line them up and space them out. You don't want to like do them at the exact same time. That's not a good idea. This thing keeps wounding me. See, right now I can't play the game. I'm just sitting here trying to play the game. Anyway, that is its Aether mode. When it does that move, you can't really tell if it's glowy or not. But that gives you an interruptible attack like that. And it's hard to tell, but right now it's glowy. It's got some glowy aspects to it. This head is coming up as soon as I can hit it. Nice. Oh, I already broke out. I forgot. Ooh, easy clap. But that is the interval attack. It'll put one of its wings in the ground and go straight towards you. It's kind of hard to hit, so if you have a hard time booping it, not your fault. It's rough. Not all your fault, because it's a really really difficult interrupt there. Yo, I'm nuts. Hashtag not on accident. Man, can I hit you once? Stagger. Nice. See? Much easier fight. Actually a sub 3 with no potions. Wasn't even playing that well. Kharabak ain't that bad. But, dude, Hellion is on another freaking level, man. Hellion is kind of rough. So, Frostpack Pangar was almost sub 3. Kharabak was almost sub 3. And Hellion was like... Took me forever long. And I'm using the same build. I think the big difference there is Hellion cannot be booped. That is a big differentiator between the length of these fights. Hellion does not have an unstable attack that can be interrupted, whereas Kharabak and Pangar both do, making the fight much easier and much more controllable. That's kind of a big thing for that. But once you get enough damage, the Hellion fight does become much easier. It's just getting that damage can be rough. But we got some pretty good loot for that. We got the epic drop from Kharabak for not dying. Don't die. If you don't die, you get more loot. I'm gonna keep saying that. It's important to understand. Try your best to stay alive. Staying alive is very important. Get you more loot. Get you more booty. You heard it here, folks. Staying alive, get you more booty. And right now, all we have to do is kill Hellion one more time. Which what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go farm Boreas, because I think I'm gonna go farm Boreas and probably do some more escalations. I think that's what I would do right now, and that will help me out a lot for just everything. Doing escalation will, for one, give me the chance to get more talent points, and once I get 8 talent points, I can get shock orbs from doing shock patrols, which you're gonna have to do a lot of patrols to get enough materials to upgrade your gear. Like we will get to a point where you're gonna need to do a ton of patrols. And it's gonna be so nice getting just an additional source of orbs from just playing the game like you normally would anyway. So I highly suggest getting to 8 talent points on the escalation. Just do it. It's not that hard. It's pretty quick, all things considered. I think it takes like maybe 10 or 12 escalation runs. Not that bad. And the value it gives you is insane. And also, if you want to farm Hellion, I would suggest farming Boreas first once you make the Hellion weapon up to like +5. Because Hellion weapons are very strong, and Boreas is a frost behemoth that will do work on Boreas, and you can farm that thing really fast, and then you can then use the upgrade you get from Boreas, like the parts you get, to make better frost weapons to kill Hellion with. It's a chain reaction going on. So that's my suggestion. And I think we will finish off the Farslayers Apprentice quest in the next episode, and we'll be done. Or I'll probably finish it off camera. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'll just farm Boreas and Escalation and get those done, and then farm Hellion one more time on screen and show you the difference it makes. But so far, that's all I got. I'm done. That's the end of episode 10 of the playthrough, and hopefully you learned something new. I'm like your Aether educator out here, trying to make sure that my little younglings are progressing through the game properly. But hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully it was helpful. And I want to say, as always, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.